How to negotiate a raise and add $10,000 to your income. The average American leaves $10,000 on the table every single year by not negotiating their salary. That's not a guess. That's what studies actually show. And the craziest part? Most people never even ask. If you're making $50,000 a year, that extra $10,000 is a 20% raise. That changes your entire financial life. Today, I'm showing you the exact framework I used to negotiate raises 3 times in 5 years. And how you can do the same thing. Let's get into this. Part 1. Build your case before you open your mouth. Here's what separates people who get raises from people who get rejected. Preparation. You cannot walk into a conversation unprepared and expect a positive outcome. It won't happen. First, track your wins for 6 to 12 months before you even think about negotiating. I'm talking about specific, measurable wins. Not "I did my job well." That's garbage. You need numbers. Did you increase sales by 15%? Document it. Did you cut costs in your department by $50,000? Write it down. Did you bring in a major client? Get that in writing. Create a simple spreadsheet. Put the date, the achievement, the impact, and the business value. This becomes your ammunition. When you sit down to negotiate, you're not asking for money based on feelings or because you deserve it. You're presenting concrete evidence of why you're worth more money to the company. Second, research your market rate. Go to Glassdoor, PayScale, and LinkedIn Salary right now. Plug in your job title, your location, and your experience level. If you're in tech in San Francisco, your number looks different than if you're in administrative work in rural Ohio. That's fine, but you need to know the actual range for your position in your market. Write down the 25th percentile, the median, and the 75th percentile for your role. Let's say you're a junior marketing manager in Austin. The median might be $62,000. The 75th percentile might be $75,000. Now you know your target. You're not guessing. You're using data. Third, understand your company's financial calendar. When do they do raises? Is it during annual reviews in January? Is it after quarterly earnings? Find out. Then add one more piece. What's your company's profitability looking like? If they just had record earnings, that's your moment. If they just announced layoffs, wait, timing matters. Part 2. The conversation itself. Now you're ready. Here's how this actually goes. Schedule the meeting. Don't ambush your boss. Send an email. I'd like to schedule 30 minutes to discuss my compensation and role with the company. That's it. Professional. Direct. They'll know what it's about. And they'll prepare too. When you're in the room, start with gratitude. I appreciate the opportunities I've had here over the past year. This isn't fake nice. It's just not starting with entitlement. Nobody gives money to people who seem ungrateful. Then pivot immediately to value. In the past 12 months, I've increased revenue in my division by $200,000. I've also streamlined our customer onboarding process, which cut average time by 30%, based on my contributions and the market rate for this position in our market, which ranges from $62,000 to $75,000. I'm requesting a raise to $68,000. Notice what just happened. You didn't ask. You stated your case and made a specific request: $68,000. Not more money, or what do you think I should make? A specific number slightly below the median. If they say yes, fantastic. Take it. Thank them. Ask for it in writing. If they say no, ask this: what would need to happen for us to revisit this conversation? Maybe they say, show another quarter of strong results. Okay, you now have a clear roadmap. You just reset the conversation with a timeline. Part 3. What this actually means for your money. Here's the real impact of that $10,000 raise. $10,000 a year is $833 a month. If you're 30 years old and you invested that $833 every month until you're 65 in an S&P 500 index fund with an average 10% annual return, you'd have over $1.2 million. Let me say that again. One raise, negotiated once, could result in over $1 million by retirement. That's not magic. That's compound interest working for you. If you get a raise every 3 years like I did, we're talking about 3 or 4 of these $10,000 bumps across your career. The math gets wild quickly. Call to action. This script works. I've used it. Hundreds of people I know have used it. The only thing stopping you is fear. And fear is just lack of preparation. Go build your spreadsheet of wins this week. Research your salary. Schedule that meeting. You've got this. If this helped you, smash that subscribe button. We drop personal finance strategies every single week that actually work. And comment below. What's stopping you from negotiating right now? I'm reading these. Thanks for watching. See you next time.